Divine ones, stop scrolling. You need to hear this right now, not tomorrow, not next week. This message is divine timing. Have you ever felt like something massive is shifting in your life, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? Let me tell you a quick story about a girl named Zora. She always felt different, not better, just tuned into a frequency the world didn't understand. She could sense energies before they walked into the room. She dreamed of things before they happened. Her silence spoke louder than most people's noise, but for years she thought she was broken. Until one day, during a random walk in the park, an old man she'd never met said, "You were never broken, you were always chosen, it's just now the world is catching up to you." That was the day everything changed. That day, Zora woke up. And divine ones, so are you. If you're watching this video, you're not here by accident, you're not lost. You're aligning. You're being activated. Something is happening in the spiritual realm right now, and it's being echoed in your soul. And here's the wild part. The signs are all around you. The synchronicities, the sudden emotional waves, the people falling out of your life without explanation, the dreams, the gut feeling. It's not random. It's spiritual intel. As Rumi once said, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. So divine ones, watch this video to the very end. This is your wake-up call, your roadmap, your spiritual download. You're going to learn why it's all happening now, how to stay aligned, and what to do next. Don't let your breakthrough pass you by because you were too distracted by the noise. This is your moment. You just need to know this right now. It's happening. Point 1, you're feeling the shift because you're the shift. The energy around you isn't just shifting, it's moving through you. Divine ones, the presence you carry is far more than just a passive aura. It's an active force, a ripple effect that resonates with everyone you encounter. When you walk into a room, something changes, subtle but undeniable. You might not see it with your eyes, but you can feel it, and so can others. The energy of the room recalibrates in your presence. It's not anxiety or nervousness people feel, it's authority. It's the spiritual kind of authority that doesn't demand attention but commands it. It's a powerful, quiet force that others can't help but notice. This is no accident. You were sent ahead of your time. You are a bridge between dimensions, a vessel of higher wisdom and understanding in a world that doesn't always know how to receive it. This discomfort you may feel, the constant itch of unease or the sense that something inside you is unsettled, it's not confusion, it's confirmation. Heaven has been whispering to your soul all along, urging you to wake up and step into the role you were born to play. You are not here by chance. Your presence in this world is purpose-driven, even if it doesn't always feel comfortable. Those moments of discomfort, the ones that make you question your path or feel like you're not quite where you're supposed to be, are actually signs of spiritual alignment. They're nudges, pulling you forward, urging you to rise above the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. You were never meant to blend in or stay unnoticed. Your divine purpose is to disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed. This is why at times you might feel like an outsider, like you're carrying a burden that others don't quite understand. But what you carry is sacred. The world needs you. Your spiritual energy is a gift, a tool for transformation. Those around you, even those who may doubt or challenge you, will eventually see what you're here to do, and as you rise higher, their resistance will crumble because your presence alone is enough to shift paradigms. So continue to walk with authority, Divine One. Your path is one of divine purpose, and the energy you carry is changing the world, one soul at a time. Point 2, divine isolation is not rejection, it's refinement. Spiritual isolation, a sign of divine transformation. Listen closely, Divine One. If lately you've been feeling like you're walking this path alone, like the people you once called friends have faded away, or like nobody checks on you anymore, don't panic. In fact, say it with me. Good. What you're experiencing is not a punishment. It's spiritual isolation. It's a phase of your journey where you're being set apart, not because you're unloved, but because you're being called to evolve. And while this might seem lonely or unsettling, it's actually the beginning of something deeply transformative. Consider the humble caterpillar. Before it emerges as a butterfly, it undergoes one of the most profound transformations in nature. The caterpillar doesn't just grow wings overnight. No, it has to surrender everything it once was. It literally liquefies inside its cocoon, breaking down its old form so it can be rebuilt into something entirely new. This messy middle stage can look chaotic, and it might seem like the caterpillar is in a hopeless, stagnant state, but it is actually undergoing profound inner work. Now let's draw a parallel to your life. You may be feeling like everything around you is crumbling, your social circles, your past self, even your old way of thinking. It feels like a heavy, uncomfortable, and isolating experience. But what if this is the divine cocoon? You're not in exile. You're in evolution. The people who walked away, the friends who no longer check in, it might feel like abandonment, but it's actually the universe making space for your higher self to emerge. You're in a period of recreation, and it's okay if you don't fully understand the process right now. It's a time for deep reflection, shedding old skins and refining your spirit. The wings are coming, Divine One. The clarity, the wisdom, the strength, all the things you've been yearning for are being forged in this moment of stillness. And here's the divine truth. This period of spiritual isolation is not about isolation in the traditional sense. It's about being set apart for something greater. It's a sacred pause where you are being prepared for the next chapter of your life. Embrace it. Don't rush it. Remember, the wings will come, and when they do, they'll carry you to heights you never thought possible. Point 3. Your gifts are activating, even if they terrify you. Have you ever heard someone's name and immediately felt something about them? A sense of energy that shifts in the room? Perhaps you've had dreams that later came true, or felt an intense pain that wasn't yours, as if your body was picking up on the struggles of someone else. If these experiences resonate with you, welcome to the realm of spiritual gifts. It's a space where intuition, divine connections, and unseen forces shape our understanding of the world. Spiritual gifts like clairvoyance, discernment, prophetic vision, and healing energy are not just buzzwords or new age fluff. They are powerful tools that connect you to the divine. These gifts, often misunderstood or dismissed by those who don't experience them, are in fact rooted in holy power. They are the way God communicates with His children, guiding us through life's challenges and providing insight beyond the surface. The more you embrace these abilities, the more clarity God will grant you. The key is to trust in the process and open your heart to receiving His guidance. For those who experience these gifts, it can be easy to feel isolated or weird because others may not understand the depth of what you're experiencing. Society often doesn't know how to label what they can't see, so they dismiss it or write it off as odd. But don't run from it. The reality is, you're not weird, you're simply wired differently. You've been gifted with a heightened sensitivity to energies and emotions that most people can't perceive. This is not something to shy away from, but something to embrace. Consider this. In ancient times, prophets and healers were revered for their ability to tap into spiritual realms and deliver messages from God. These individuals were trusted to guide their communities through hardship and uncertainty. Your gifts are no different. They are the modern-day extension of this divine communication. And just as those who came before you, you are called to use them wisely, to help others and to uplift the world around you. So if you're feeling those strange sensations, don't fear them. Trust that your spiritual gifts are part of your divine purpose. Lean into them, refine them, and let them guide you toward your higher calling. Point 4. Your enemies are being exposed. Have you ever noticed how certain people suddenly start showing their true colors? The friend who gets visibly uncomfortable when you succeed, the family member who throws subtle shade, or that coworker who starts mimicking your every move, almost like they're trying to step into your spotlight. It's not your imagination, Divine Ones. You are not only seeing things more clearly, but your light is also starting to irritate those around you, especially those who have been hiding behind a mask. The truth is, your glow exposes the darkness, and that's something people with hidden motives aren't too thrilled about. Your light, your energy, your growth, your joy acts like a mirror to others, and some folks just can't handle what they see reflected back at them. It's like walking into a dark room with a flashlight and suddenly illuminating every corner, including the places where people have been hiding their true selves. They may not have changed, but your rise to greatness has triggered something in them, something uncomfortable they can't ignore. They may have been pretending for a while, but now the truth is becoming undeniable. You are now able to see them for who they truly are. And guess what? That's a gift. You may feel the urge to respond, to confront, or to retaliate, but remember this: God has given you this clarity for a reason. The veil is lifting, and what was once hidden is now exposed. But here's the key. Don't get bogged down by negativity. Keep your peace. Protect your energy. It's easy to get caught in the whirlwind of others' insecurities and manipulations, but remember, they didn't change. They were always like that. You're just finally able to see it for what it is. And let me sprinkle in a little humor here. It ain't paranoia if God told you first. Sometimes your intuition and spirit are already a step ahead of the game. Trust that inner knowing, because it's guiding you toward the clarity you need to move forward. When people start acting out, it's not a reflection of your inadequacies, it's a sign of their own discomfort with your success. So rise higher and don't let their negativity derail you. Your journey is one of growth, and the only thing you need to focus on is continuing to shine brighter than ever. Let them sit with their regret while you step into your full power. Point 5. You're being prepared for public revelation. There's something profoundly powerful about being hidden in plain sight. It might feel like you're stuck in a waiting game where your talents and potential are invisible to the world. But understand this, you've been hidden for a reason, not because you're unworthy or lacking. In fact, it's quite the opposite. God has been training you, shaping you in the shadows, preparing you for something greater that is yet to come. Think of the biblical figure David. Long before he stood victorious against Goliath, David was anointed to be king. However, he didn't take the throne immediately. Instead, he spent years in the wilderness, tending sheep, learning to lead in obscurity. His time in the shadows wasn't a sign of rejection, but of preparation. His faith, resilience, and leadership were being honed in secret, not for his current season, but for the moment when he would rise in front of the world. David's story teaches us that anointing doesn't always come with immediate recognition. Sometimes the process of becoming who we are meant to be takes time, often unseen. Like David, you have been chosen in secret. Right now, you may feel like the world has overlooked you, that people have mocked or doubted your worth. They may have laughed at your dreams or dismissed your potential. But guess what? That's part of the plan. Just as David's potential wasn't immediately recognized, your moment is coming. You are being prepared for something so much bigger than the doubters ever imagined. They may have seen you as small or insignificant, but the truth is, God's hand has always been on your shoulder, guiding you through those quiet, unseen seasons. There's a beautiful truth in the concept of the unveiling season. It's that moment when the world finally gets to see what you've been working on, even when no one was watching. It's the time when all your training, your growth, your perseverance come to fruition. It's not about arrogance or proving others wrong. It's about stepping into the destiny God has designed for you, knowing that every setback, every moment of obscurity has been building you for this. Soon those who overlooked you will see why heaven has had its hand on your life all along. They'll see the wisdom you've gained, the strength you've built, and the purpose that's been quietly brewing inside you. It's almost your unveiling season where your hidden greatness will shine in ways you've only dreamed about. Stay faithful, stay grounded, and remember, the world is not the judge of your value. God's plan is. Point 6. You are becoming spiritually unbothered. There comes a moment in everyone's spiritual journey when you begin to outgrow the noise of petty drama, the toxicity of gossip, and the need to constantly please others. You notice a sudden shift in yourself, a calmness that doesn't quite match the chaos of your external environment. That's spiritual maturity in action. It's not that life has suddenly become easier or that all your challenges have disappeared. On the contrary, you may still face obstacles, but there's something different now. You are unshaken. You stand firm and unmovable because you know exactly who is walking with you, your divine guidance, your inner strength, and your connection to a higher power. When you stop reacting to every small provocation and start discerning the energy and intentions behind the situations you face, you move from a state of survival to one of kingdom living. Survival mode is a place where you're always on edge, constantly trying to put out fires, appease people, and maintain your sanity. But when you move into kingdom mode, you're no longer at the mercy of external forces. You are no longer rattled by what people say or do because you understand that these distractions are just temporary moments in your journey. Instead of reacting out of fear or insecurity, you start responding with clarity, patience, and wisdom. Divine ones, when you stop absorbing the chaos around you, you stop giving power to negativity. It's in that stillness where you find the power to rise above. You're no longer caught in the whirlwind of drama, gossip, or pettiness, because you've realized that those things no longer serve your highest purpose. The peace you carry within yourself is a reflection of your growth, a testament to the fact that you've learned to center yourself in the truth of who you are and whose you are. Being the calm in the storm is what the chosen ones do. It's not about avoiding conflict or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about knowing that no matter what's happening around you, you are anchored in something much greater than the temporary storm. Your presence becomes a source of peace for others, a beacon that reminds them of the strength that comes from spiritual maturity. You rise higher because you've learned to discern, not react, and in that wisdom you become unstoppable. Point 7, heaven is releasing the green light. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the breakthrough you've longed for, the shift you knew was coming but never quite expected. The delays that once held you back, over, the cycles that seemed to repeat, trapping you in a loop of frustration and confusion, broken, the blockages that kept you from your true potential, removed. Divine ones, it's time for you to experience a flood of blessings. Open doors, answered prayers, divine alignments and supernatural favor coming your way, not because you manipulated or forced things to happen, but because you chose to wait with faith. For so long you've stood firm, walking the path despite the obstacles, trusting even when the answers seemed distant. Heaven has been watching you. Your journey, your patience, your perseverance have not gone unnoticed. In this waiting period, you may have questioned if things would ever change, but know this: every single step, every moment of doubt, every tear that fell was part of your preparation. Now the trumpet has sounded. This is God's timing, perfect, deliberate, and just. You've been faithful over the little things, staying humble in times of scarcity, being consistent even when things didn't seem to shift in your favor. But now you're stepping into a new season. God trusts you with much. Your character has been refined, your spirit strengthened, and your heart has been molded to receive the abundance and opportunities that await. This is not just a reward, it's a divine affirmation that your journey was worth every twist and turn. Get ready, because the best is yet to come, and it's all unfolding now. Divine ones, everything you've been through has led to this. The losses, the loneliness, the long nights, they weren't for nothing. They were training ground. You are not crazy, you are not late, you are not forgotten, you are chosen. This is your spiritual wake-up call, not just to inspire you, but to ignite you. Stay aligned, stay awake, stay dangerous to darkness, because it's not just coming, it's already happening. Watch till the end. Rewatch it if you have to. Keep rising, Divine One. Heaven is cheering you on.